Hey y'all, Uncle Eddie coming at you. You know, I should probably maybe I should do a reintroduction. So, I should do that. I was watching some, oh man. I watched my first one, and when I was doing it on my phone, you know. Good Lord, I talk fast. Or I was then. I hope I don't talk too fast. Sorry if I do. Especially if it's something I like and I'm passionate about and whatnot, and so I get excited and one of those things. But I was looking for well, I'll get to that in a minute. Looking for something apart, and I was upstairs and by the computer, and I wanted to turn part of the tree fell down over there. We'll go look at that here in a minute. I'm all over the place, I do stuff everywhere. So yeah, this is my channel. I do specialties. I just figured there used to be parts and restorations when I first started. I've got had multiple Massey Ferguson garden tractors, and taking them apart, I media blast the parts that are good, and then I prime them and sell them on eBay, because it's a machine that is no longer made. Made between like the series of the ones that I have. Here's some of the parts here I've been working on. I've been redid these two, and I got these to do, and I got this one here. I got the big fender to work on, but I'm gonna have to do. I think I'm gonna have to get a welder. Oh, I've been wanting one anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna need a welder. I could fix this if I even decide to do it. I have to see if somebody even wants it. And then I got to find a box big enough to stick it in. But I got to finish blasting it again. I blasted it once and it got surface rust on it. Sorry, here I go again. So there's a crack here and this one here, and this one's coming up here. I really want to weld this, but it's so thin. We're talking what? Was it 18 gauge, 20 gauge maybe? I don't think it's 16 gauge. It could be, but I doubt it. But it's already, it's right there, but up here it's already in here. And because it's on the front of the seat, it's in one of my other videos. But I do lots of stuff. Oh my God. So it was originally doing that. Now I'm refinishing the house. It's all the old trim. And I'm having to cut it and sand it and scrape it and dig all the paint out of it. And I'm still messing with this thing, but not right now because I'm doing the other stuff. We're replacing the tub and the shower, or tub and surround. So there's the tub. And there's the surround over there. I gotta do that. And I know I got a mess in here, and I got tons of stuff everywhere. Stuff I'm trying to work on fixing and whatnot, so I can get rid of it, whatever. Because they're gonna sell the house, 16.9 acres right on the river. You can see it out there. Big old house, built in 1900, and they don't make them like this no more. I gotta start playing the lottery, man, because I would love to buy this house. I want this property so bad. A couple $100 million be good, because then I'd buy my neighbor's properties. And I like to have the whole point. Just take the whole thing, like, get out, get out. 50 acres, yeah, that'll work. And my neighbor's giant shop, he's got a huge shop up there. But anyway, so I do lots of stuff. Good Lord. I was doing plumbing for Mom this morning. She got one of those, like a vegetable shower thingy in the sink, I forget what they call that thing. The sprayer. There you go. So we got hard water down here, and well water. You can drink. I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest, bathing in it, washing it, cook food in it, and you can drink it if you want. It's not terrible. Didn't get a filter system. It's just whatever. Locals around here is like, man, it's best water on the shore. I'm like, if you say so. I lived in Pennsylvania. We had fluoride treatment in our water, so But dang, this old think it's not a linden tree. What the heck is it? Can't remember. Mulberry. That's what it is. This one's big old mulberry. Look at that thing, man. That thing's probably every bit 100 and a half, 200-year-old tree. It's starting to go. Uh-oh, it's leaning. I see it now. Really leaning. All the leaves done fell off. But this one broke. I was looking at it, looked like lightning struck it in the center. Look at the stuff that washes up here, man. Washes up in the, it's empty. Washes up in the thing, but man, I don't know, maybe it just got old and split in half and fell over. Who knows? Don't know. But these pine trees been there for God knows how long. Pine, oak, everything's here, man. Maple, everything but alder. I haven't seen any alders. A lot of spruce trees and pines. White, well, yellow pine, not white pine. We put white pines in, that's what these are, but they ain't making it here because the root system of the white pine isn't strong enough to punch through the clay. There's it's about 16, 18 inches down. Sorry, in the right below the frost level or frost layer, and it's a hard gray clay, and the root system can't punch through it. So it'll, like, I can show you some trees, ones that fell over, and you can see the root system. They just can't, for whatever reason, they're just not strong enough. They spider out real far, and so they get to a certain height, and then they start coming down, which is a bummer. But this used to be all, this was a plowed field, and I guess it was, oh God, let's see, about 5 or 6 years down here. They bought the house in '87, house and the barns and stuff and all this. I got some pictures I gotta put on the video, add to the video, about how it was. There was a couple other buildings here, and of course the lean-to and the stable, which is now gone. I'm gonna replacing the side and then make it look nice. And might do it tomorrow actually. I get family coming down. I cut the pieces for this door, so I'm gonna rebuild this door and rebuild the bottoms of those doors. I know I keep saying I'm gonna do it, I just keep getting hung up and everything else. So, but so Dag is back. We're gonna go down to Harbor Freight, and I gotta get a new planer because this one's done. 35 years is all it'll last. It's, the rollers are going. Matter of fact, for the price of the two feed rollers and the bearings and a new cord, I can get a brand new planer. This thing, buy it new, and it's not built like this anymore. They make them so the table is stationary on the bottom and the motor moves up and down, which is different, but whatever. So we're getting a new one of those, and we're also getting another router and a table, because I found a bit online to make, I wonder if I got a piece of that tray in here. I'm going to put the base cap, this is poplar, and it's going to be part of the baseboard, so I don't have to buy. Actually, I got it down in the garage. I'll show it to you. Show you the difference between the stuff you buy at the store and the stuff that, how it was made. Like the stuff that for the house is, the base cap is 1.5 inches, and the stuff now is like, might be 3/4, maybe. So yeah, nice long driveway, nice and peaceful. Man, I want this house so bad. I do. I love this place, man. Didn't love it when I got down here. I was young. I was God, barely 20. Right around 20. And I was like, you know, I was all young and excited to do all this stuff. And I was like, where's everybody at, man? There ain't nobody here. Because I live in Pennsylvania, Delaware County, about 20 minutes outside of Philly, you know. So it was quite busy there. And there's like, you know, I was like, yeah, it's so quiet, and it's, you know, what am I gonna do? I'm like, yeah, what am I gonna do? I got plenty to do. Like cut the grass takes about 6 hours. Cut all this grass. Well, 8 really, because I don't do it non-stop. I can't. The cub just don't cut it. I mean, the cub cuts the grass, but it's not as fast as the Massey was, and the mower deck and the Massey. That's a long story. Well, it's in my videos. You'll see it. The guy we bought one of the decks from, we bought like, we had one machine, then we bought another one, because Dad and I were both cutting grass. You know, Dad was, let's see, he was my age, roughly. Well, no, he's about 60 something. I know, 50, 57, 58. A little older than me. I'm only 52. I ain't 53 yet. I ain't there yet. I'm getting there. But, and we were cutting the grass together, and we had boats out here and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, this was their dad got, he got lucky. He took an early retirement, got a nice chunk of his pension, and bought this big old house, and been doing this project ever since. Well, they've been, and I've been here, and I've lived in lots of other states, traveled a lot, and did some stuff, and you know, but I, you know, come back here. Oh, let's see when I get back here. Well, I came back to Maryland in 2009, or is it 2011? I don't remember. And I was out in Kansas for a while. Lived out there for like 10 years with this woman who I ain't no longer with and wasn't married to and all that good stuff. And but I've been back here since. Well, I lived in Salisbury and lived up there for 10 years, and then I went out to Washington State. I was everywhere, man. I just packed my stuff and go. Cause not married and no kids, you know, and I could do pretty much whatever I wanted. And I just, you know, got rid of the trailer and left. Just took off to the next place, and then came back from Washington in 2019 and been here ever since. And now they want to get the house done, so I'm trying to get all these things done for them so they can get the house done, they can sell it and put it on the market. Man, it's really bright out here. Sorry, I know I got to go all Hollywood on you. Oh, it's better. I can see now because it's like, dude, it's bright. But I'm a dork, and I'm all over the place, and I know I talk fast, and I'm sorry. I do want to thank. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but I do appreciate the ones who have subscribed and those who watch my videos. And please subscribe, man, and leave me a comment or something, anything, man. And you know, good Lord, I'm not that bad, and I try to get on as often as I can. I check the videos and check and see what's going on, and upload a ton. And well, when I'm not overly busy, I've been trying to get everything buttoned up. I'll have to. I'll do a video later of upstairs. I've been doing all the trim. It's just about done except for the baseboard. That's the reason why I'm getting the planer, is for the baseboard. I get about 328 linear feet, give or take, of baseboard to plane down to thickness. And then and then route the base cap, right? So it's going to be part of the baseboard, which will be nice, and I'll have to caulk it and all that crap. So, okay, so this is what you get at the store now, right? It's just standard stuff, right? This is the stuff that went with the house, which looks much better on the 1-inch thick baseboard. You know, see the difference between, you know, this, and here, I'll do it this way. You can really see it now. I don't like this stuff, man. But we're talking a huge, massive difference. Thickness, height, the whole 9 yards, you know. Let's see, hold on. Let me get this up here. There you go. That's a huge difference. Plus the profile. So I found a bit online. Harbor Freight didn't have it. Well, they had it on clearance, but they don't have it, and it's an in-store thing only. I don't know why you can't order stuff from Harbor Freight and have it shipped to another store. That'd be so nice. But anyway, it's the bit is 1.5 inches, which is exactly what that stuff is. The base cap, and I put it in the router and route it through. The only thing is that the router that I have down there in the barn, in the workshop, is only for a 1/4 inch shaft. That's the bit part that goes down the router. And it doesn't, they don't make that one in particular. It's a low amp machine. I mean, that one's, I guarantee that one's every bit of 40 years old, at least. It's an old Sears. It's not even a Craftsman. It's a Sears commercial router, and it's like 6.5 amps. All the new stuff is like 10 amps, 12 amp, 15 amp, you know, so more amperage. But you need, for a 1/2 inch shank bit, it has to do with, you know, revolutions and vibration and you know, power and everything to cut through the lumber. Although the poplar is not quite a hardwood, but it's not really a softwood either. It's somewhere in between. And so you want something powerful enough to cut it, but a 1/4 inch bit, it would take several passes. I should be able to do it in one pass, which would make my life so much easier. And then have that molding mounted into the trim, because if I didn't, I would have to make that, because initially we were going to make it separately, right? So basically here's going to be the, well, not this piece here, but like this. But here's would be the baseboard, and without all the dents and crap in it, right? So it would have been like this. So that's not even thick enough. And then this would have went on top, right, like that, right? And that's how it would have went. But now I'll be able to do, this is a much thicker, of course, right? Now it's going to be part of the trim, all one piece. So yeah, that's like great. Knock it out and it'll be nice, and I can do it, and why not? We got the other barn, the little one, tobacco barn, corn barn, hanging barn, I guess you can call it, because I think they hung crops up there to dry. Could have been anything. Corn. I figured tobacco, I just called it that, because that's what it looked like. And it's full of lumber that we got. We had a couple poplar trees and some pine trees, and these guys came out. Used to be 3J's lumber. They had a portable mill, came out and they milled it all rough cut, stuff like. The poplar tree was big. It was a big tree. So I've got some stuff that's like 22 inches wide and about 1 3/4 inches thick. Some of it's like 1 inch, 1.125 inches, whatever, but you can't get that stuff no more. And you know, all the stuff nowadays is nothing. You know, it's not even 3, like, so they'll say like what they call 3/4, not even, or well, 1 inch, that, like, so they'll say, oh, it's 1 inch material. They call it like 1x4 or 1x6. It ain't 1x6. It ain't even 3/4. It's more like, what, 11/16, maybe, or I guess it would be what, like 19-30 seconds or something like that. That's what they call it. It's smaller than that, and it just wouldn't look right in the house, you know, with all the original trim and all this, because all the original trim is 1 inch thick. And I know, I'm sorry. Sorry. That's me for you. There you go. Right. Look how thick that is, you know? You get that versus Oh, let's see. Where's that piece? Here you go. So you got that trim. I got the one window I had to do upstairs like that because all the other stuff matched it, right? Or versus that. I kind of like the old trim better than this stuff, but and this is fingered joint. There it is, right there. If you can see that or not. It doesn't even look. Oh, it's clear pine. No, it's just finger jointed pine. So let's see. Let's see how it looks on there. You see the finger joint? The problem with that is if it gets moisture, it's a water soluble glue. I was a millwork specialist for both for Lowe's and Home Depot, multiple stores, because I've built houses and done a lot of remodel work, and I've been doing this 20 some years, I guess. And yeah. But yeah, I'll do a reintroduction video, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope y'all have a safe and wonderful happy Thanksgiving. It is, what's the day? Tuesday? It is Tuesday, November 22nd at 12:27. There you go. I see it in there. I know I get a new cover for my phone. I ordered one. Waiting on it. Metal one. The plastic one's coming apart. I think that's all I got for right now. So when I get to the other tools, well, I'll go through them and I'll do some more video. Try to get that tub done for Christmas. Ain't getting it done in 2 days. Sorry. I just a lot of other things to do, and you know. I'll try to get him. I gotta get Mike up here. He's gonna have to help me carry it up the stairs and stuff, and the surround. That'll be fun. But I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday, and you know, get to share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and tell them how much they mean to you, man. Tell them, you know, life is too short, man. Way too short, and man, I'm grateful every day. Every day I'm alive. Every day I'm clean and sober still, and it's a little easier for me to stay sober being I can't drive. I don't go out, and I messed up, man. I would lose it, get it back, lose it, get it back, and now it's just they want me to do a lot, and it's kind of the way they are. It seems kind of mediocre. They're like, well, if you do all this stuff and pay thousands of dollars and blah 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 and yada yada yada, we'll consider it. And I'm like, yeah, no, that sounds like a really crappy investment. Like, nah. So I haven't had a license since I got sober, so almost 23 years. Yeah, whatever. I know that's probably hard for people to fathom, but it's all right. It is what it is. Could be worse, you know. Could have a license and still be drinking, doing stupid stuff, and being miserable and all. Nah. Just take it as something happened, you know. Chalk it up to a loss and leave it. I can't resent it my whole life. Ain't gonna do nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and see what else I gotta do. Some measurements on some wood, I think, and I gotta set up. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna take it. We're gonna look at a router, so I gotta make sure it's gonna fit. I need a router with a 1/2-inch collet so I can put this other bit in, because the bit will fit right in there, and so I can do that. So I gotta make sure it's gonna fit on that router table and all that, and then figure out how I'm gonna do the bench planer, and I gotta come up with a way for a dead man to feed the long bits off the table saw and the plane with the router mostly, because I got some 13.5-foot lengths. You got like what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like 7 of them. So And if I'm doing this all myself, pretty much, I know I could, you know, my folks, my dad wants to help, but he's 85. He don't need to be out here. It's too damn cold, man. I don't want him out here doing that. He's retired. Let him take it easy. Yeah. It's like, oh, I want to help. I don't feel like I'm helpful. I'm like, you're helpful. You're buying all this stuff. It's your tools. You know, you're buying all the materials and stuff. I'm just doing the work. Whatever, man. It's all good. But, yeah, I'm going to get off of here. Y'all be good. Good at it. Good to yourselves, your friends, your family, your loved ones. And, yeah. Have a happy and fruitful and fulfilling. Put on some poundage Thanksgiving. You can work it off in the spring and summer. That's what I'll be doing, I'm sure. And, yeah. Give loves to your family and stuff. And subscribe and like and share and leave me a comment. And, yeah, and be good. God bless, and I see ya.